I love my wife very much. I love my wife, and I talk about it all the time. Oh, hey! Hey, everybody. Hi.
You didn't tell us it was starting. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's all good. It's
I'm
starting. We're
embarrassed.
here.
Kitty.
You don't get embarrassed. Hi, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with 5/6 math of the Unearthed Arcanum. Everybody, take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
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 This might be a very momentous occasion. The cat that doesn't like me might come up and say hi. So
I understand if you have to walk away.
I might have.
I get it.
Sorry.
Oh, I was doing something, and now there's a live stream that's on. Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. Welcome. For those that have no idea what this is, hi. We are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This one, having 5 parties, living, existing, and breathing in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Astera. Announcement stuff. So this week has been a little bit of crazy. And next week is probably also going to be crazy. We're housing a friend for a little bit, all this stuff. So anyways, we will probably be taking a pause on the one-shot news until specifically, and I'm going to annoy you guys with this, all of you guys that are here in these boxes right now, until specifically May 6th. Because May 6th, I can tell you some really cool news that's coming up. But I can't tell you until May 6th.
Joe,
It's only 4 days away. That's not
I know.
that long.
that's only
I
4
know.
days.
That's also right before new moon.
It's true.
It's the new moon session, so
It's not the
Tune
new moon
in.
session. I promise you. I'll tell you what I can say is that it has something to do with and no one say anything, it has something to do with a new game that has just been coming out in the past couple months that I've been officially assigned by Start Playing to be able to run a game for.
let's go.
I'm in.
So
I'm
yeah,
in.
I have no idea what you're talking about. My face doesn't say anything.
beautiful. Yeah, it's Baldur's Gate, the live action is
Yes.
what it is.
Yes.
So,
I was going to say it's the Muppets RPG, but
Oh God, yes.
that sounds great.
it does sound
Come on.
I wish it was real
please
now.
do that.
God
I
damn
will
it.
play in every
I'm
single
horrified by that idea.
I would play
No.
that.
That is the best idea
well,
I've ever
well,
heard.
Kiki's not doing it. Jess, that's
I'm
all
so
I can think
excited.
about now. So thank you so
I know,
much for that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I just
Oh my
dropped the best
gosh,
idea
that's
in the world,
so
and there we go.
good.
Disney, if you're watching, call me.
I'll play in every session from now until eternity.
Yes.
Specifically,
Sweet.
specifically the Muppets Christmas Carol. You've already
Yeah.
got the bad guys built in. All
Yep.
right. You've got past, present, future.
I have a killer Michael Caine accent, like everyone else. I am
I have to
Michael
hear it
Caine.
right now.
Michael Caine. There you go.
That is.
Pretty good.
All you have to do is say his name.
That's it.
Was he here?
Okay.
Who did?
I
Was
am
he? Did I just hear?
Michael Caine. That's all you get. Wait till the 6th, and then you'll get more. Anyways,
Off the
yeah.
rails as usual.
Excited for that, and especially happy that I get to be a silly little
Gremlin.
TZ Gremlin DM about that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Also, if you're wanting to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. Also, this is a live stream. This is happening live. Believe it or not, this is not edited. Can you believe it?
We are not scripted. What am I reading from?
Not a single script was put into this performance. Anyways, all right. I'm feeling silly. That's it for announcements. Who's doing the recap? Totally forgot.
Tis me.
Tis me. Beautiful. Cool. So before we jump into tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with our beautiful heroes. Rachel, please take it away.
All right, so we started the session opening back on the welcoming party, where we had the very pink Bella Thistella. She took all the drink and food orders for the party. Everyone ordered some fun teas and drinks and fizzes and snacks. Alistair got a drink dumped on him by Graham. Gwen started glowing. Prim got pink hair. The familiars also had some fun, wreaking havoc all over the table. The party, and specifically Gwen, tries to interrogate Graham about his job as a dream harvester and how Miri gets access to their dreams. To avoid that conversation, Miri tries to cast sleep on Graham, and when that doesn't work, she tosses him into the bushes. A mysterious fey cat named Nine that the party knows from Dare's Wharf also shows up and gives Alistair a lot of attitude, refuses to answer questions or be that helpful. And then when Miri gets tired of Nine getting all the attention, she drags a tent closer to the party in the hopes that they'll notice it. And when they do, Miri herds them all inside, where they see a chest sitting in the middle of the tent full of masks. As Alistair, Gwen, and Io put on masks, they fail their wisdom saves, and Alistair starts swaying and making sea-themed puns. Gwen becomes a weepy doomsayer, and Io a slow-moving and pompous aristocrat. Prim unfortunately saves on her mask saving throw. Graham fails his, Miri chooses to fail hers. So they have lots of shenanigans, some scenery chewing, and it all ends with Io calling for a duel, Gwen weeping into Alistair's chest, and then Prim and Miri fighting for the prize of Prim's freedom. And the Dust Queen does step in to stop the party game before it gets too serious or anyone gets too hurt. Kara and Ara escape the tent and all of the nonsense, and Kara writes some difficult letters to, sending to Yori. She writes letters to her childhood friend, her lover Hadrian, and Hadrian's best friend, explaining the split that's going to take place between Siobhan and Kara, and also saying her goodbyes as the version of Kara that they know is going to be disappearing and in a way dying. Not a dry eye in the house as we get through those letters. As she finishes those up, Nine does come and talk to Kara and volunteers to deliver the letters for her in Dare's Wharf, which was very kind. As Kara finishes her letter, she goes and joins the rest of the party, who are at the ribbon tree for a special ceremony that the village holds for newcomers to leave their mark. And in this case, it's a ribbon, which reveals who they are and what they're feeling in that moment as they stand before the tree. Each person received a blank ribbon that transformed into different colors, reflecting their thoughts and feelings, and settling on their most dominant as the ribbon floats out of their hands and catches on a tree branch, all joining together with the thousands that are already there. When Kara touches her ribbon, it becomes a kaleidoscope of colors representing different members of the party as she thinks about them, but it settles into a midnight blue, reflecting the fears she is feeling as she faces losing herself. Gwen touches her ribbon, and its colors register her sadness, but settle into her biggest emotion, which is love and admiration for Kara, for the challenges they face together, and for the sacrifice that Kara is willing to make for her daughter. And it settles into a deep rose color with hints of white on both ends. Io takes his ribbon next and thinks about the letter that he saw Kara write to Yori in the sending book, the tough conversation from the night before about them keeping it just business, and his heart really just breaks as he sees the brave face that Kara is putting on, and he starts crying quietly in his grief Like Gwen's moves toward love and compassion for Kara as he thinks about her challenges and the sacrifice she's making. And his ribbon also settles into a deep rose pink as it joins the tree. Alistair takes his ribbon and threads a button onto it. And as he's thinking about the situation, he initially feels really angry and frustrated that he's losing half of his friend. Feels like things are moving backwards. But he ends up thinking about how much everyone in the party has changed since Araskar, and is really happy that those changes have been for the better. And he feels wonder and contentment about his friends and the magic and ritual they're partaking in, how beautiful that is. So his ribbon initially turns a deep turquoise, but then as he keeps holding onto it, it also changes to a deep rose. And before it goes into the tree, it does shed button. Prim goes next. She holds onto her ribbon and thinks about the many people in her life that she has lost, that she never got to say goodbye to. And obviously feels a lot of grief over that. But then her feelings shift to being love and gratitude, because in this instance she does get to say goodbye to Kara before she's gone, and that means a lot to Prim. And as she feels all of that, her ribbon turns into a deep rose, floats to the tree. The last person is Miri. Miri's sad about what's happening to Kara and for the rest of the party. She really wants to feel like she's part of the group and what they're doing, and she really badly wants to have a pink ribbon. But her ribbons have never been pink like the rest of the ones on the tree, no matter how much she's wanted it. And today was also not going to be pink either, because really her biggest emotion is hope and excitement. Everyone is right there in front of her. Her dreams are real finally, and she sees her chance to not feel alone anymore, and to really find out what role she has to play in the world, what deeds she'll get to accomplish, and finally have things happen for her. So her ribbon turns a verdant green as it floats to the tree, and hints of pink start to show on the ends of it. So after the ceremony, Miri and the rest of the Fae return to the party, and they give the gang some privacy as they say more goodbyes. Kara reaffirms her Fae deal with Alistair after her daughter is saved, she'll help him find his professor. Alistair casts Identify on the Black Diamond and finds out all the cool stuff it does. Kara warns all of them she's going to be a huge bitch, because old Kara had some issues, and they'll have to find a way to deal with it. Then they go back to the party, finish out with multiple closing ceremonies. They bed down for the night. Io plays Yori's speech that he gave in a prior session. And then Gwen casts Legend Lore on the Black Diamond. And with a natural 20, she realizes that the suitor who was in love with the Seelie Princess and presented her with the Black Diamond and unwittingly created the Unseelie Queen of Air and Darkness was none other than the Raven Queen. And Gwen says, "That bitch." We end the session with the Dust Queen coming to get Kara to perform the ritual, and they walk into the woods.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. That was beautiful. Man, what a great session last week. Or 2 weeks ago? Yeah. 2 weeks ago. No,
Last
Sweet.
week.
last week.
We played
Last
last
week.
week.
Times.
Migrained out for the weekend, man.
Yeah, that was great. Oh man. Cool. Well, I believe I am ready. Bonesaw is ready. Let's go play some D&D.
Yep.
Clinton's not into it. I'm not going to do it. Clinton's not into it.
No, I'm sorry. No, yeah, please.
No, I'm not going to do it.
No, it's okay. Look, all right, well, I just put all the
It's
dice
fine.
away now.
He can go. We can just have girls' night.
Yeah, I mean, my earrings do say I'd like kiss whoever the fuck you want. So if Alistair's not here, then Gwen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Clinton, we're just going to have girls' night.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I need the rest of you guys to go. It's just gonna be Clint and I.
Hey, girl NPC if he wants. Like, we're not gonna stop him.
Let's.
It's the
Uh,
Feywild. Stranger things have happened.
That's right, guys. Let's play some D&D. Let's do it.
Play some D&D, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay. I'd like everybody to roll me. I'm so sorry. My dogs just pushed the door open and walked in and it freaked me out. Okay, sorry. I'd like everybody to roll me an initiative roll.
Do I have to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
8. That was like a 40. Hannah, what did you roll?
Clinton, all I heard was teen.
Yeah, 18.
Gotcha.
10.
25.
Ooh. Roll disadvantage. I don't want to start with you.
Why do you have her roll then?
Because I wanted her to be somewhere
Who
in
has
the...
alert now? There's no way she's gonna.
I have
roll
plus
less than any
10.
of us.
Yeah, that's a 22. That's why I asked if you wanted me to roll.
Okay. So minus 10 to 12. Got it.
Sure, that math checks out.
I guess I'm not adding my initiative. Yeah, that was a 12 on the dice. Maybe Miri beat me.
I forgot. I was gonna say, like, I forgot you guys are like level 11 now, so I gotta stop using initiative and just have you guys roll straight d20s.
Miri rolled like crap. I got a 9.
Beautiful. All right, Joe already forgets. So everybody except for Kiki. Alistair got an 18. I remember. Gwyn got an 8. Prim got a 10.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Look at me go. Kara clearly got a 12. And Miri got a 9.
If only Kara got an 11, and then we could have 8, 9, 10, 11.
Was that right?
It was.
Who am I today? Okay, cool. All right.
Does reliable talent count for?
No.
It does count for that, actually.
So I can't roll below a 20 on initiative anymore.
Do you
so.
really want
Oh
to
my
start
god.
this? It's weird enough that you're.
No, I don't want to start this. I don't want to start this.
Yeah, for the concept of getting any sort of sense of normalcy at all. Actually, all of you guys rolled pretty bad except for Alistair anyway, so it's fine. Good job, guys. Cool. All right, Alistair. You wake up. So as you wake, you see that everybody is kind of collected together in this glade. I would say that given the situation of things that transpired the night before, there is a possible chance that some of you are not like maybe your bed was made, but you're not like laying in it. Depending on how great the night was before, as far as the fizzes and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I imagine that camp stuff is all around you. As you wake up, give me a perception check.
A nat 20 or 25.
Okay, cool. All right. So with a nat 20, as you look around, there is a sense that it's morning. I would say there's possibly maybe a few seconds where you're not entirely sure. And a lot of that is because it is still gray. That's still the same sort of stormy gray outside. So, you also, with the nat 20, you clearly see that Kara is not there.
Point of order, I also put Brian's feather on his bag before I left.
That's right. Thank you very much. So yes, I would say that you also noticed that. Something that you may not have noticed last night, but you definitely noticed now. Actually, you wouldn't have because it was in the middle of the night, so you notice it now.
Cool.
Oh, sorry. Just because of the nat 20, you also see that Graham is staring at you from about maybe 40 feet away. So we see this strange little puffball rabbit. Truly just seems just like a rabbit that is relatively normal for the bright blue eyes and this strange sort of hair that seems to extend out this little bulb on the end of it. That's it.
Okay. So first, noticing the feather, I'm gonna make sure that I still have the other feather on me, which I believe I do, and just kind of quickly look at them, look over at Gwen, quietly. Actually, I'm gonna slide the bag of holding underneath like Gwen's arm, so she can have that when she wakes up, and then I'm gonna grab the cane and walk over to Graham.
Okay.
Do you? Good morning.
What?
It was Ron, correct?
What was wrong?
No, wrong. Ron.
Oh.
Your name.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay. I believe rabbits have good eyesight. Out of curiosity, can you tell if these are from the same creature? These two feathers?
Why?
Well, one was given to me by one of my friends, and the other one I just found this morning. And I'm also looking for someone who has, or possibly something, I'm not really sure, that has feathers like this. So I'm just, and you're Faye. I just figured you might be able to help me with this. I can certainly just.
Why don't you ask your friend?
You're a magical creature that I don't particularly understand, and I just thought that maybe you could or would be willing to help. If you're not, then that's okay, I guess.
Roll me a persuasion check.
And
Say it one again.
10.
10. Okay, not by much, but I rolled an 11. Oh, okay. Well, actually, if you want to hold on to it, and then when Miri wakes up, maybe I could just ask Miri and just see if Miri thinks that would be a good idea.
Of course, that would probably be better, and then that way Miri could determine whether the payment I was going to give you is good or not, because I don't know you well enough to know if you could play with some of the things that we have. So. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
What would you even do with a tyrant sword tooth?
I'd probably try to give it to the tyrant that lost it.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here?
Long time.
just you and the angry one?
No,
No.
no, she hasn't been here as long as I have.
Were you here when Undalith was here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Just trying to get a gauge of how long you've been here. You've probably seen some interesting people come through here, or been in some interesting dreams that you've harvested.
Yeah. I mean, I normally try to keep to myself and do my job. And also, I don't sleep much because.
Hey, do you mind if I just sit here with you for a minute? You seem like you have so much to say and not a lot of people to say it to. I understand that sometimes the work I do, people don't really want to hear what I'm doing, but I would love to hear more from you.
Okay.
I'm sure I have some food or something or whatever you might be interested in. I'm sure.
Sorry, that was Joe.
No, I know.
I should have a lot to say. I've been around here for a while. You know what? Maybe I'll let me leave this conversation, and then I'm gonna think about some things that I'm gonna figure out some things that I would want to say, and then
you know what always helps me when I'm trying to figure out what to say, actually. Here, it's small because it's just a travel one that I keep in my pocket, but here's a small notebook. You could write down all of your thoughts, and then that might help you organize it. I know Gwen does that. No. You could,
because then it could be stolen, and then someone has your thoughts.
it won't be stolen. It's just between you can return it back to me, and we can then destroy all of the pages that you wrote on, or I could destroy them for you once you've figured that out.
What if someone steals them? What if Miri steals them? Then Miri knows everything I thought of. Then Miri stole my thoughts.
They don't know much about Miri, but I feel like she may not have room for more thoughts. I think her thought quotient has been hit.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me the what did you call it?
It's a notebook, but just and it's
pause for a second. Start again.
Just so you know, I have some of my notes and thoughts in here as well. So it would be important that you return it back to me, and so you understand that this is important to me as well. And I would entrust my notes to you if you would entrust them back to me.
So I'd be holding your thoughts?
Just written versions of my thoughts, not my actual thoughts. The actual thoughts are still with me.
Are you sure?
This could be an interesting experiment to try. I feel like if Miri trusts you, I trust you.
Oh, Miri doesn't trust me.
I feel like Miri should trust you the way that I am trusting you.
Okay. Give me the book of notes, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to steal your thoughts or give mine. And then if I don't, I'll think of the reason why and make sure I give that thought to you.
You just left out the part where you were going to return the book of notes to him.
Okay. Yeah.
I just need you to say that.
That.
Ron, I'm gonna need you to tell me that you will return the book of notes that belong
Who's
to
Ron?
me. That you are.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
I felt really, really good about this until this moment.
I don't understand. You wanted to give me something.
To use to help organize what you wanted to tell me about the stories that you know as a dream harvester. Do you know what anxiety is?
No.
You have it in spades.
Is it a fish?
Yeah, it can be.
Sounds like a fish.
Oh,
the anxieties are jumping this morning.
This wasn't a good idea at all. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Why were you staring?
Because I didn't have it.
Yeah.
What?
Do you you know what? Let's just simple. Yes or no questions? Can I ask you just a few quick yes or no questions? When you're collecting the dreams, do you? When you're collecting the dreams from people, do you know whose dreams you're collecting?
No.
Okay. Do you ever pay attention to the dreams, or are they just not important to you?
They're supposed to be harvested. So that's what I do.
When you say harvest, does that mean like do you collect them and store them somewhere, or do you just get rid of them?
I just pull them up out of the garden and then I put them in the field.
And that's where they stay?
Well, they get bigger.
And where is the field?
Yeah, it was over there.
It was over there, or it is over there?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is there anyone that we haven't met yet here?
Yes.
Are they currently are they here now? With here being within eyesight. Your eyes, not mine.
No.
Are they dangerous? To me?
No.
Ron, you should just relax from time to time.
Yes.
Oh God. I can't wait to get out of this place. I don't know why Dr. Karan ever wanted to come here. No, yes. tell me something I don't know about Miri, and I will leave you alone, and you can relax.
Roll me persuasion check.
I hate that dice so much. 6.
Tell you something that you don't know about Miri. Okay. She has her mother is a lobster, like a big one.
I bet you are amazing at harvesting dreams.
No.
I can tell that as well, Ron. Why were you looking at me when I awoke?
Am I still answering yes or no to that? You guys are sleeping. Like a long time.
Yeah. Do you not sleep?
Not a long time.
Okay. Do you get violent sometimes?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull a hair out of you. Would you like something?
What?
I'm going to pull one of your hairs. Would
Oh.
you like? Yeah. I'm not gonna. You are you a hare or a rabbit? Is there a
No.
difference? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yank a little.
Yeah. You are surprised by how easily it comes out. You get a feeling that Ron sheds daily.
Yeah. Please don't ever harvest any of. Actually, no. Quick question. You said when you put them in the field, they get bigger. Do they eventually? What? Do they eventually stop growing? Okay. They pop. Got it. And when they pop, is they're just gone, or does something else happen?
I don't see them anymore.
What about the things that were in the dream? Are they?
I don't know. I never really went into them before Miri. I kind of just, my job was to get him out.
Yep.
And then Miri was like, what's inside? And I was like, I don't know, you're scaring me. Can I go?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've been trying to figure out things all of my life, but usually people, the information came from books, and
That's
that
like
was,
everybody. Everybody does that.
Right, but I was so excited to get out and actually talk to people in the world, and I just continually keep running into people like you. and my interviewing skills are not great. So why don't we just keep practicing that? What happens if you don't harvest the dreams?
I don't know.
You should. Can you find specific dreams?
I think I'd have a better idea of where they'd be than anybody else.
What would help? A name, or would you need more information?
I have to know. I have to know what soil. I have to know from what soil.
Oh. Okay. Here. I will hold up the feather that I found. They're on the material plane. And from the material plane, let's assume. Can you find their dream?
What kind of soil?
Topsoil.
Dark, light, wet, dry.
When you have when you're harvesting the dreams, have you ever seen anyone else that had wings similar to or feathers similar to this?
You must not talk to a lot of people. A lot of people have feathers. This is the longest conversation I've ever had.
I can tell, Ron. It's one of my longest ones as well. Shift gears then. Their name is her name is specifically well, the soil is red clay. Ariskar's known for the red clay. And their name is Mortimer.
Okay.
Any information you could glean from her dreams would be wonderful.
Okay.
And Ron, be safe. If you bring me this information, I'll have a surprise for you.
You're gonna kill me?
No.
You're gonna pull the hair out of me again?
Maybe.
Did Miri put you up to this?
Miri told me that you were the best hair for the job.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't. Miri
Oh.
doesn't really say anything about it at all.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. I just,
Well, I'm sad now.
I was sad too. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I know what it's like to have people that don't like you, and I didn't think that was fair of Miri. And you seem like such a interesting being.
So you were sad, so you wanted to have a conversation with me to make me sad.
You put it that way, I realize that maybe I made a mistake.
Give me that notebook, we're even.
think I will, Ron.
Then we're odd.
That we are. The fields are that way, you said?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Do you just mind telling Gwen where I went?
Where did you go?
I'm just gonna start walking in the
Beautiful. Cool. I think you take about maybe like 10, 15 steps, and then, like just in case, you kind of like look back and you see Graham is just watching you. Has not moved from his spot.
Fields are this way, yes?
Yes.
Is there anything else this way that's gonna hurt me?
What?
Anything? Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, we'll pause you there. I'm going to say, with that nat 20 perception check, I'm going to say that you do hear a snap of twigs, but you're going to it's the Feywild. What am I talking about? Yeah, you hear a snap of twigs of someone that seems like they're possibly coming this way.
Is there place
It's
to
somewhat
hide?
hard to see. Like I would say, you hear it before you see it because of the mist.
Got it. Someone there?
Okay. So before we switch, because I just realized I forgot about this. Alistair, could you please tell us what you leveled up in?
Oh, yeah. So I took another level in Artificer. And yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. And using your Artificer senses, you hear that snapping twig. You ask who is there, and Kara, what does Alistair hear in response?
I think she just walks out of the mist with her arms crossed and kind of an eyebrow raised, glancing back at the group who's still asleep as Alistair is wandering off.
Beautiful. As you wander out, Alistair, you see someone that you recognize, but in a weird way that you're not entirely sure how to be able to put your finger on it. In a weird way, you don't recognize them as Kara comes out of the woods in this form.
Kara?
Yes.
So it's been done already?
What's been done?
The Dusk Queen. Your deal with her.
What deal? Are you quite well? Too much wine?
You know I don't drink wine.
Absent then.
You do remember.
Of course. Why wouldn't I? You're acting strange. Where are you going?
The dream fields.
Any particular reason?
I can think of a number of reasons, but mainly I've never imagined what a dream field could look like. So I have.
Well, we walked through it yesterday and went into one of the dreams.
I just want to get a better look.
Alright, don't get lost. Gwen will be upset and I don't want to deal with that.
Okay. Red hair now, huh?
Of course, I look... Is this not better? More attractive, at least.
To whom?
To everyone, darling.
Can't say it really changes much for me either way.
Well, we know what you like.
Okay. Do you still have the diamond on you?
Of course, why would I not have that? It's quite literally our ticket to this whole endeavor.
Yep.
You're acting odd.
You just seem different in a way that is unexpected.
I don't know what to do with that.
The feeling is quite mutual.
Well, I am dreadfully hungover, so I think I shall go take a bit of a nap. And if you disappear, I don't know where you went. Because I don't want to deal with that. Huh?
Well, Ron knows where I'm going, but you might want to double check with
Who's
him.
Ron?
Alistair. Actually, I would say Alistair and Kara. You both see that Ron is inching closer to the party where everybody else is.
The rabbit that is sneaking towards everyone else.
This could be interesting. Wonder what it's up to.
You should go ask it. It actually...
I'm gonna put my hand on the mask and message in Ron's head.
Okay.
Don't trip, darling. You'll startle them.
Okay. You see him kind of like look around a little bit, and then look at Alistair, and then look at Kara. And continues forward as Prim, you wake up to a gentle kick from something.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. Alistair went to the Dreamfields.
Huh. Thanks for letting me know. What are you doing?
Okay. I was supposed to tell you. I was supposed to tell you.
Okay. Thank you for telling us.
Can I go now, please?
That'd be preferable.
Great. Okay. All right. Okay. Alistair, I did it!
I'm still holding on to him.
Okay. Alistair, you maybe holding by the ears as you see just, well!
You trusted
Okay.
that thing to tell. Your judgment is off, Alistair.
You're muted, Clinton.
It
Go
was
ahead.
the easiest task I could give it to make it stop talking to me.
Gwen, can I have my ears back, please? Talking to Prim.
Yeah, I know. Just squints eyes. Just...
Please?
Fine. And just kind of like tosses him.
And you see him like kind of like move incredibly fast because he's a rabbit. Beautiful. So we'll say as Prim, you're sort of like coming to and kind of getting situated with everything. A strange question to ask, but Kara, obviously things are new. Would you like to describe mechanically how new?
So, Kara is now full rogue. She has lost every level in cleric. So she's a full mastermind rogue with some amendments to what a mastermind rogue is.
Beautiful. Great. So yeah, Kara, Alistair, as you were, you guys, Alistair, you didn't make it very far past the camp yet. So you see Prim like maybe slowly getting to her feet.
Right. Now it's just awkward if I go off.
Why do you care? Just do what you want. If you want to go, go.
Alistair, who's the redhead?
Very
It-
funny.
Ara. This is Ara, and I care not because I want to do what I want. There's responsibility that we have to each other, and I would rather not worry about me while I'm gone, but the more that are awake, the more they'll worry.
I can deal with Gwen if you need to go do something.
And I would owe you a favor. I don't
No,
really.
I don't really care.
Well, you could just wake Gwen up and tell her.
She'll want to come along.
Then go.
You-
I'm
It's-
confused.
It's not that simple.
It is, though.
It's not.
Quite literally is. You wake her up and tell her, and bring her with you, or you just go now and she'll figure it out.
Prem?
You want my input in all of this?
I just thought you'd want to meet Ara.
Meet? What are you're acting so strange. I know her. We've been traveling together for what, a week or two now? What do you mean?
This is
I
real,
guess-
right? Like this isn't a dream situation.
No, while we slept, I guess the Dusk Queen and Ara went ahead and
Gotcha.
Miri, at the mention of dream situation, your eyes snap open.
When she wakes up, she hops straight into the air. That's her daily ritual.
That is too much energy for this early.
Now Miri is awake.
Like a cannon.
Yeah. So yeah, she shoots straight 20 feet into the air and then lands and grabs her hammer.
Good. Is this
I
going
love
to be
the idea. This is a daily. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
is this going to be an everyday thing, or is this this is you're safe here? Are we safe?
Good morning.
Oh, that's too much. Too much. It's far too early for that.
And Miri turns around and sees new Kara for the first time.
Yep.
Kara, do you know me? I'm Miri.
We met yesterday, dear. Yes, I know you. Why is everyone acting so strange?
Because you're sugar-free Kara.
I'm not sure what that means.
Anyways, Miri's gonna look around for Graham for her other daily ritual.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that. Well, I'll say like there is probably a moment where Miri. It's been a while since you've woken up in this area of the glade. So there's like a moment of like trying to kind of like reset where you are. But you know that if you don't see Graham's definitely at the farm. Or in the garden, excuse me. And you do not see Graham right now.
Oh, okay. I'll scare him later.
Are you looking for Ron?
Who's Ron?
The rabbit. Well, not the little thing on its head.
Mm.
No.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Cool. Well, Ron told me where the fields were, but Kara seems to think... Is that where we entered into the fields, the dream fields?
It's where
Yeah,
we
that's
went
where the
into that
dreams are.
bubble, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to look at more dreams?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I'm just free to go do that.
I don't care.
Told you that no one would care.
To deal with you later. I'm gonna go to the dreams. If you could just let Gwen know
let
that I
her
left
know.
before. Okay, thank you.
You need to be
Prim.
bossed around like Graham, I think. Alistair, go look at those dreams.
Who's Graham? Which one is Graham? Is Graham the grumpy one?
I don't know. Well, bye, Alistair.
Did she just turn her back on me?
Yes, she did, and I'm about to. Good night. And Kara walks over to go lay down and take a nap.
Beautiful. Prim, as you are, I think as Kara goes to take a nap, Prim, that is when you've actually probably gotten all the way up, and have like started like kind of stretch as you see Kara just going to lay down. As you are determining what to do with that, Hannah, could you please tell us what Prim leveled up in?
Yeah, Prim took another level in Warlock. More spells.
Beautiful.
Don't worry about it, guys. She's totally fine. Yeah.
I think there's a moment where you're kind of like wondering, like, oh, is Spat gone for now, or maybe like, and then you see just at the top tree branch, just like staring down at you.
I assume if he's not near me, he's hunting something, and it might be Graham.
That's possible. Yeah, I like that a lot. His you just see the bushy tail, as his butt is facing you because he's watching Graham leave.
Yeah. I don't know if I can telepathically communicate, but the thought of just get him just goes through her mind.
You see a little like looks like right down at you, and then just it just takes off through the trees.
I'll deal with those consequences later.
Miri, what did you level up in?
I took another level in Barbarian.
I was having trouble hearing you. Say that again.
I took another level in Barbarian.
There we go. Got you. Beautiful. The wildest magic barbarian. All right, cool. So with Gwen, you were not far behind. So say anytime you want to jump in the scene, you certainly can. I would say you are. There's a good chance, I think, with like looking at Gwen. Gwen has probably heard most of this conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say. At some point last night, can we say that Gwen let Houston get into his large form and then curled up with him to sleep? And then rather than, I think it would have been pretty uncharacteristic of her not to jump into this conversation. But I think as soon as she woke up, she didn't notice that Alistair left her at the bag of holding. And so she was very hyper-focused on getting her things sorted, and has spent the last however many minutes doing that, brewing coffee, just getting all of her rituals back into place so that when she's faced with this new Kara, she is not off kilter. That is
Beautiful.
The biggest thing in her mind right now, that she needs to be on her toes, and she can't have anything that is not out of place for that to happen. So she's tuned everything out except for getting everything back into order where it should be in the chest.
Okay, cool. I think the reason why we have not had any sort of inclusion in conversation from Kara is because Gwen, you woke up. I'm going to say that Gwen is full crazy and is a stomach sleeper.
Sure. I'm gonna like raise you one, Joe.
Yeah.
And full on, just any which way sleeper, stomach, legs all out, arms wherever.
Just the craziest thing.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, full grown Houston is laying across your back.
Yeah.
So from like perspective wise, which I mean, Houston at this size, Houston's probably about the size of like a mountain lion, without the wings. So there's definitely been some good cover, and everything you've had has been right there. So you've just been laying down, making coffee.
Yeah, making coffee, making a list of all of the things, because the way I picture it is she opened her chest first, took everything else that was in it, cataloged it, put it all back in, cataloged it, made a list of what's missing, and now is taking all of the what's missing out of the bag of holding and putting it back in. It's a system that makes sense to nobody else but her. And if anybody else came over, it looks absolutely insane. Because she's doing this on her stomach with a cat on the back, brewing coffee with her tail. everything's just everywhere in its insanity.
Awesome. Great. Give me, let's say, as you're making the coffee, give me a sleight of hand check.
You bet. I'm going to use my new dice. That is a medium number for a 10.
Okay. Great. Kara, roll me a perception check.
I was going to say, does she smell the coffee? That's an 11.
Okay. Beautiful. So yeah, I think with an 11, you don't smell the coffee yet, but you definitely hear the sound of metal on metal. As you're trying to, you're trying to get your own hangover cure right now of taking a nap.
I'm going to throw a shoe her way.
All right, please take off one shoe from your inventory.
The shoe startles her up, and she's just whoever threw that, if you come for my coffee, I will bite you.
I like that challenge. I also like the sound of coffee.
And Gwen's gonna just go back to her.
Kara's going to stand up and walk over because she heard coffee.
Yeah. Houston also gave you a very pissed off cat, but didn't want to get up yet, so just kind of turned back and then just put the paws over top.
Kara would have hissed back at the cat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I vibe check Ara?
Yeah.
Ara or
Yeah.
Kara?
Ara.
Yeah.
Gwen is making tea for Ara, by the way.
Okay. Ara. Ara does not seem to really be here. It is physically here, but seems to be kind of sitting sort of something that you probably, I don't know, have you guys had a lot of morning? You've only had really one morning with Ara, and that was a rough morning.
That was the morning Gwen poisoned him. So.
Right. So yeah, I think what you do see is you see Ara sitting in what you would recognize as what seems to be in some sort of level of focused meditation.
I think she'll take a look at that and just. All right. Stretches a little bit more. I'm gonna go for a jog. I'll be back. And she goes for a jog.
Okay.
Just try to get some of the nightly shakes out.
Beautiful. All right. Miri, were you headed somewhere?
Joe, real quick, Clinton did have a good specification. Gwen is reaching in and pulling out specific items of the bag of holding. She didn't dump out the whole bag of holding. Just her chest that she has is dumped out and pulling specific items out that are missing of the bag of holding. So it's crazy that way too. Just for specification.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you see things Alice just not ready for you to see yet.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay. Joe doesn't know what you guys are talking about, so maybe
Bag of holding.
Clinton,
The bag of holding, you have to reach into it and pull out a specific, think of the item and pull it out. That's how it works. Or you can turn it upside down and everything drops out of it. There is nothing mechanical that I am talking about. There are no items or anything. Just
okay.
That's important
Cool.
for you to know.
Got it. All right. Miri, are you headed somewhere?
I was gonna go find Graham.
Okay. You got it. Okay.
Still walking over to Gwen.
Yeah, so I'd say in this scene it's just Kara and Gwen that are here.
You said coffee.
It's not ready yet. If you have it now, it's not going to do anything for you.
Can I make it go faster somehow?
If you want it to suck, sure.
Fine.
She's going to look up at Kara. So you're back.
I wasn't aware I left.
You had a big night.
I think we all did, from how you lot are reacting. Everyone's a bit strange. Too much fairy wine.
Guess we could put it away. Gwen's just gonna look at her very, like, probably in a way that makes Kara like, what the hell is she coming on to me? Like, why is she looking at me so intensely?
Okay.
This is weird. Why is everybody being so weird?
Gwen, I would like you to give me a perception check too.
I don't know why. Because it's a 0.
Got it.
I have
There
a
is-
-2.
Too much cat hair.
Too much
all
cat
over
hair.
you.
It's just,
Too much cat hair, and it's everywhere.
I feel
and
like-
Graham hair, maybe?
maybe that makes sense.
When was he here? Actually, I'll say at some point, maybe not right now, but at some point, Kara, give me a perception check now, and I will.
17.
Okay.
Kara's gonna kind of raise her brow at Gwen's attention. Are you sure you don't want help, Red? You seem pretty focused on something else.
I'm very comfortable with split attention.
Sure you are.
You look a little rough. Might want to take care of that.
I feel like I drank far too much last night.
Fairy wine.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. Let me know when the coffee's ready.
I will.
And then she's gonna look directly at Ara and start walking over.
Gwen is gonna nudge Houston and have Houston like trip you to get you to not go towards Ara.
Okay.
You wanna try that?
Ara's not ready for you this morning.
I'm ready with the deck save.
That 0. Yeah, give me that. Give me that deck save.
I mean,
25.
yeah,
All right.
it's a big gap, but you're
I'm gonna say the DC was 20 because I rolled a nat 20.
Oh wow.
But yeah, 25. You're able to just like I 25 is so good. It's just a hop skip.
Gwen is going to try to wake Ara up so he has a moment to prepare himself. But I'm gonna say
Gwen, you're not even gonna need to do that.
Okay.
I will say, Kara, as you're walking over, Kara is very aware. But I will say, as far as the camera is aware, the camera sees Gwen doesn't because Gwen, you rolled a 0. The camera sees Ara just like this, and then closing his eyes as soon as Kara looks in his direction.
She tried. She's gonna go back to her organizing because now she's super anxious.
Yep. Kara, you walk over.
Yep. She's gonna sit down right next to him. Perhaps you can explain why everyone's being so weird today.
I don't know. I was I just got up from my meditation.
Mm.
How are you?
Hungover. My head feels like it's been split in two. I am exhausted, but I am... I guess that's what happens after a party, isn't it?
Yeah. Party. Yeah,
Insight check.
for sure.
Thank God for reliable talent. 21.
21. Yeah, something's off for sure. I mean, yeah. Kara, you're getting the sense that something happened last night.
She like pauses. Listen, I don't know how much we both drank last night. I am sorry if something untoward occurred. I don't recall it though.
Oh.
Everyone's acting so strange. Perhaps that's it.
Looks at Gwen for like help me. Is this really how we're going to play this? Is what these eyes say?
I feel like Gwen. God, let me roll something. I'm gonna roll insight.
Truly, every PC has walked away, so I can't.
No, I'm rolling insight to see like if he's looking at me for like encouragement, and I'm just gonna give him an encouraging nod, like you can do this. So.
Okay, Gwen, roll me a. Fuck. Roll me really a persuasion. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. I'm gonna contest it though.
I hate this. In the best. This is great.
Joe, I just want you to know on my insight, I rolled an 8 minus 2 is a 6. On my persuasion, I rolled an 18 plus 8 for 26.
Jess, I just want you to know that Ara rolled a nat 1 on the contesting of that. So, oh yeah, that's what it was. You just kind of were all looking at Gwen still, all over me. Yeah, you were just, it was,
Oh.
And
I apologize then. I don't recall that at all.
Yeah.
I should probably drink less in the future. I am sorry.
Yeah, you know, you should be, because I'm married.
Are you though?
Yeah, yes, happily. How did we not talk about this last night? This is to Gwen, but very loud.
What?
We had a lot going on. What is happening?
Just, you know, I don't know why it's up to me.
What are you talking about?
So, wasn't where you were secretly married to her? I thought that was
To her?
No.
Complicated.
No.
God, no.
No.
To Sarah. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a marriage there. And I am sorry.
You're secretly married to Sarah?
That's what he said.
What?
No. I'm gonna pause you guys there. That's a beautiful, horrible place to pause. Cool. I'm going to say, for the sake of the role play of the morning here, Prim, is there a specific direction you want to go?
So I actually want to try to loop around to the dream fields and
Yeah, great.
stumble into Alistair.
We're of one mind. Beautiful. So that's exactly what you're doing. But before that happens, I'm going to have Miri find Graham. So Miri, as you are looking for Graham, you see this little kind of wiggle butt in the air, digging in the garden, specifically in the red clay section of the garden.
Okay. So I'm gonna sneak up on Graham, and then when I'm like right near him, I'm just gonna yell, "Graham!" Which is what I do every morning.
Goes so fast, shoots through the hole, and just comes out another one. I just.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did Alistair send you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Did Gwen send you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What are you doing talking to Alistair and Gwen?
He talked to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And he asked me about you, and I didn't say anything.
You
And I
didn't say
could've.
anything?
I told him. Well, okay, it was confusing because he was like, tell me something about Miri that I don't know, and I don't think he knows that your mother is a lobster because she's not.
Oh, okay, good. Thought maybe I didn't know.
Well, if you don't know, then I mean, I guess either way it works out.
I don't know. Everybody says I was born from the Dust Queen's tears, so...
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
a
that's...
bummer.
Did Pavia say that?
No, Bella did.
Oh. That's
Well,
sad.
anyway, I'm stopping by to let you know that it's time for us to leave this life behind.
Oh. What?
Everybody's here now, Graham. It's time for us to leave this life behind. Just like we always talked about.
When did Oh, I guess I thought you were talking about a dream that you had.
It was a dream that I had, but now the dream's real. Are you ready?
Yeah, I need you to get something from the Dust Queen.
Okay.
I need you to go get an excuse for me.
Graham.
What?
Do you not want to go? With me?
Miri, roll me an insight check.
Mm-hmm. 14.
14. Okay. Do you think that Miri is fully aware of how infatuated Graham is with you.
I'm gonna say she's somewhat aware. She's aware enough to where she takes full advantage, but
Right.
I don't think she fully understands what infatuation really is. And
yeah, you just see this as like Graham likes to be around you and doing and like that sort of thing, and like yep, that makes sense. Cool. Miri, I think you're great, and I think you're I want to, but I can't.
you can't.
So like you know how like we all have like jobs here?
Yeah.
You know, Bella makes things. The Dust Queen's kind of like, you know, the boss, that kind of like watches over stuff.
Yeah.
And Mistress Pavia does something. And I harvest. And we kind of made a job for you to, to kind of, to stick around the dream fields and to make sure that, protect it.
You can just say I don't have a job.
I mean, you had a job, it just wasn't real.
You're my best friend, Graham. You can't. If I leave, you can't just stay. It's you and me.
Miri, you taught me a lot. I'm not really sure how old either of us are, but it felt like there were certain things that I was never really. I didn't know how to have fun. I didn't know that people took afternoon naps. And I tried. You taught me a lot, and I'll always be grateful for that. Oh, I want to.
I don't think you do.
You see these tiny little hands take your tiny little hands. You really do. But this is your dream. This is your job now. Your real job. And if if they all die in a horrible explosion, or some giant creature comes and eats them, and your dream is done, then you can come back and you can stay with me, and we can be together forever. Or if maybe everybody stops sleeping in the planes, and I don't have to pull up their dreams, and it could happen.
Look into it.
I'll come find you.
When I leave, will you be able to harvest my dreams?
There is a section of the garden that for the past amount of time, there has been strange occurrences where Graham has not has said, like, hey, I gotta go off and work on something real quick. And I think at one point in time, maybe you possibly like kind of spied on him and saw that he was building something strange, something that everybody in the Dream Hollow sleeps out in the open, in the trees, in the field. No one really has any sort of shelter or anything, so weren't really entirely sure what he was making. But it was a sort of, above board, it was like a rabbit hutch. Okay, come here. And he grabs your hand and kind of runs with you to that section, and he gets to about 10 feet to there, and he goes, okay, all right, close your eyes. Okay, open them. And you see the same thing you saw when you walked over there, but it is the rabbit hutch that you've spied on before, but he's never seen you see it.
It's a beautiful shack.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's over where I found your dream.
So you can? You can harvest my dreams.
Yeah, I spend most nights here.
And my dreams?
Well, sometimes you don't have dreams, and sometimes you have really like angry dreams, and they actually pop up somewhere else in the garden. But like your normal dreams,
How come you don't say hi?
no one's as good as you at going into a dream without popping it.
Oh. So, when I go off to chase my fame and fortune, you could say hi to me in my dreams sometimes.
If you want, I might pop them. I'm not really good at, playing along sometimes. I need your help.
Okay. Okay. I'll look for you. Deal?
Deal. And Miri?
Hmm?
I don't really dream that much, so I can't say that I'll dream about you a lot. But I'll be thinking about you a lot.
That matters a lot. And then Mary's gonna give Graham a hug, which she has never really done before.
Give me an athletics check.
That's bad. 11.
Okay. It's a 7. 11's enough to kind of give you a choice on this. As you give a hug, Miri, you feel the shaking, consistent shaking of Graham as you hug him, but you feel like you might be able to make it stop.
Make it stop by squeezing him real hard?
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to.
Okay. So that's what that feels like.
Sure.
And he squeezes you back, and you feel that maybe it's a hug of desperation to not want this feeling to go away. Maybe it's a hug of desperation for you to not leave. Or maybe Miri recognizes in this moment that Miri means a lot to Graham. He will not let go first.
Miri squeezes him one last time. She says, It's gonna be amazing, Graham. You're gonna see in my dreams. It's gonna be worth it.
As you squeeze, kind of let go, you see there's still a solitary second where he seems to relax. I feel really good. Like, really good.
Yay!
Also kind of tired. Like, really tired.
Take a nap.
I can never take naps. I always just used to stay up and just watch you sleep.
Oh.
Maybe I
Well,
can
then
now.
you should probably get back to work.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will later. I'm gonna lay down.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a lift up into the shack? The dream shack?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she grabs his wrist and tosses him in.
It is horribly violent. And there's just a moment of like hearing this crash sort of sound, and then you just hear a little, "Thanks, Miri."
Welcome, Graham. I love you.
I don't think he hears that.
And then Barry's gonna go to the dream field.
Beautiful. With that, we'll take our 10-minute break. See you guys in 10.
I do. I've got like 3 locked.
My backups are curated, cause maximum trauma for everybody involved.
Mine are not. Mine are just fun.
Mine are, you take my character, I hurt everyone.
All right.
Hannah just trusts me to do that.
So true. I did leave a lot of that to you. It's like
I'm just gonna come in with Ben, Gwen's twin brother. I don't know. What are we doing, Joe?
Guys, the scene is on.
Oh,
the scene is here.
Sorry. Hi,
guys.
everybody.
Welcome back.
What if there's anybody who's like, actually, like, do they not know? And we are back. There we go. Alistair.
Me.
As you're walking out into the void of this field, what's on your mind?
I think as I entered the edge of the field, pulled out. So I still have the 2 feathers in one hand, and in the other hand, I have my father's knife that I took. And I don't know how the magic works here, but I'm hoping that similar to what Alistair knows of divination spells, that one or the other, depending on that, I can try and find one of these people in their dream.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's 5.
Alistair is the clinical definition of logic. Everything can be explained. Everything can be discovered. With a 5, holding your father's tools and this feather, I think, Alistair, there's a moment where you try your best to try to walk hand in hand. You imagine how Io thinks, and I mean, really how Gwen thinks. Or doesn't think. Just does, just feels it. There's God, every time you're trying to write out the equation in your head of what could make sense on why this goes to this. And man, I mean, even in this moment, you're still trying to dissect what's even going on. Just go. Just Just feel it. And you start walking in a direction. Prim, roll me a perception check.
$14.
14's okay. You see Alistair in the distance. You see Alistair is walking towards one of these bubbles. The bubble itself is a dark, murky purple.
I would love to cast invisibility on myself and get about 20 feet behind him.
Go ahead and roll again, as you now have advantage.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. $19.
You see in the bubble, and in the thing, you know, the space that you've seen before, it was hard to be able to kind of make out anything until you got really close. And you're about 20 feet behind Alistair. Alistair's about 20 feet from the bubble. So it's strange that this close you see sparks. The kind of sparks that happens when metal scrapes against granite hard enough, fast enough. You saw it. You saw it just before the explosion outside of the jail cell. You recognize, not necessarily that scene, but you recognize that shower. It reminds you of that.
Double checking. Jail cell, Dare's Wharf, not Azumari. Okay.
From with a 19, it is very clear that Alistair is not walking into a good dream.
Yeah. I think she'll get closer, probably about 5 feet, and just, that's not a good one.
Alistair, I imagine your eyes were closed during this.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing here?
Oh, right, invisibility doesn't work on you because of magic eyes. And drops it. Morning jog, but it looked like you were about to choose a bit of a dream with a a lot more bang for your buck.
I felt drawn to it. I think I know who's in there.
You're running off of feelings. You.
Nah, like a gut feeling. Sometimes when you feel,
Right. No, that doesn't feel like you. Trying something new.
I mean, if you think about it, what you tend to comes to your mind first is often the best course of action until you talk yourself out of it. There is such a thing as overthinking a situation. Io as a prime example of someone who continually doubts himself for insane reasons.
Still don't know why. He's incredible.
I mean, you could always come with me if you're worried.
I mean, I'd rather travel in pairs, especially in the Feywild. That feels like less of a chance that we might get lost.
And I might need another hand.
I can only offer the one, so...
Do you like Gwen know what was going on? Yes?
Yep. 100%. She was awake. She heard it. She was under the cat.
She would have said something if she was awake. Why?
She was organizing.
She found the bag of holding. Good. Hey, whatever happens in there, though, you're just trust me. Yeah.
Alistair, I have always trusted you, so...
Hey, after we deal with this Kara situation and Maeve and all of that, where are we going from there? Where are you going?
All honesty, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack.
So you'll be staying with us?
If you'll let me. I'd love to find Owen, figure out what may have happened to him, and allow for that closure for Gwen and I.
I mean, we have other things that we kind of... Owen wasn't really on the radar list.
It doesn't... We can figure it out later.
Yeah.
You asked me for more specificity. I just was trying to provide it.
Well, there was your wife.
Yeah? I don't... Listen, I'd love to go to the Sealy Court and figure out what is going on with Adelia and get my answers, but everything that's going on with Kara and Maeve and the fucking Feywilds in general. I don't think bringing a diamond into the Sealy Court like that. I don't think that would be a great idea.
What? That's what I meant by like after all of this, we're gonna have to decide our next steps, and I outside of Adelia, I don't know that we have much reason to remain in this place.
I would like to get that closure,
Of course.
but I also understand there might be reason for me to come back to the Feywilds anyway, so maybe down the line I can come back and figure it out.
Would you like help doing that?
Always.
Specifically, would you like my help and Gwen's help?
Yes, Alistair, I would love you and Gwen's help with figuring that out.
I would be happy to do that.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is this is potentially someone I know, so please don't be surprised.
Oh, I thought that it looked like it was about to be an explosion going off.
An explosion? What?
Yeah, sparks, granite.
But my father is a crafter. He's
Of the explosive kind?
It's been a while since I've spoken to them, my parents. But it could also, I mean, I don't know, I felt drawn to, Prem, it's just you and me here right now. I don't really know, what's going to happen or what's going on in this place.
How generalized do you mean by this place?
Ooh. Well, if you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said where we were at yesterday. I've kind of felt that way for the last week and a half or so.
Just from everything that's been going on with the hag and everything kind of after that, or just since we've been here?
Since we've been here, have you ever seen somebody so hungry that when they were finally given everything they want, they didn't know what to do with it and forgot to eat?
Yes, I've seen that in different ways before.
It feels kind of like that. There's just magic everywhere and unbelievable amounts, and yet I have no idea how to access it or use it, or even if I could. And Gwen and Io seem to continue to just grow each and every day. Even Kara to some extent. And Miri shows up and like what she's able to do shouldn't even be possible, and now you are just feel the harder I try, the more I'm being left behind.
Seriously? Alistair, nobody's leaving you behind. And we're not dragging you along with us either. You walk alongside us.
Except for Nilani and Yori. And pretty soon, Kara.
People in our lives, the ones that come and go, depending on how we hold on to them, they each leave a little piece of them with us, a little bit of who they were. Yori's curiosity of runes, Delani, Kara's selfless nature and unwavering bravery in finding her daughter. Even though we may lose them, they leave a little piece behind. We can hold on to that and continue bringing them on, continue carrying them on.
I wouldn't do that. Leave.
Leaving looks different to different people. Sometimes you don't realize it, and they're just gone. I don't expect you to leave. You're stuck with me, at least for the time being.
I'm gonna make it possible so that no one leaves.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know yet. But you believe in me, and that's a start.
I mean, of the people to wish that others didn't leave them, I'm definitely up there on that list.
Then you'll help me.
Always said I would.
Shall we?
We shall.
Okay. You guys walk through.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies. It got much worse.
Immediately, you hear this rushing sort of sound pushing through. There's lights. Everything kind of like is moving too quickly, too fast. All the colors are kind of like streaming past, and you see whatever. There's squares that are approaching fast. It's oh god. Okay, it's the ground. The ground's approaching. You see the other figure kind of just pull something quick on their jacket, and all of a sudden we see something kind of pop out. But it's a little late. As this strange sort of parachute-like objects shoots out. But we hear this sickening crack. Just above, we see a figure coming down, this human female, light skin, red hair. Her chute's already open, but she can tell that something bad happened down below as we see the view of the camera kind of come up to her. What does she do as she approaches?
I think she just screams. She just yells out, "Garrett! Fuck! Shit!" As she starts trying to navigate the chute down.
You manage to be able to get to the ground. You throw the parachute off. You can see that the cobblestone street that is there is extremely unforgiving, even under your feet. As you come to look and you see a mangled mess. Garrett, this figure, deep green skin, extended out ears, shaved head. Elena.
Come on, sugar. It's okay. We're gonna make it out of this. We're gonna make it out of this one. We got this. We always make it out of this. You ain't gonna give up on me now. Come on. Come on, Garrett.
You hear this whistling sound behind you as you see there are guards that are making their way out onto the street, and you feel a sharp and heavy hand onto your arm. Go.
Shit.
Go. And he tries to kind of throw you.
She's gonna turn and just start running.
Okay, you got it. As we see this figure start to run, we feel, Alistair, Prim, you feel this figure start to move, and the edges of that bubble start to move with them, only slightly, as if this whole scene is big, but it is starting to move.
This way, I can help you.
Do I hear that?
You do?
Who the fuck are you? Okay, lead the way.
No, we're not gonna go anywhere. I can help you. What's
I ain't stopping with these guys. We gotta run.
Alina.
Aaliyah? Is that your name? Aaliyah?
Elena.
Elena?
Alina. And you see something that you told Garrett to not bring. You wouldn't need it for this. As you see him unclip it from his chest.
I look at the newcomer and say, we gotta run, we gotta move right now. If you want to make it out of this one alive, we gotta move.
Just imagine it's all gone. You're in a dream. Fine. This is your dream.
You want to fucking die? You can stay here. She's gonna start running.
Yeah. There's this moment of this weird sort of moment that you run, but Elena, you can't help but look back. And it's an extended, like it's you in this moment, you're both maybe 100 feet away from Garrett, but you're also able to see his face very clearly, the bruised and blackened face that you can see the blood's already coming out from his mouth. I love you. And you see him turn and start to stumble towards the sounds from the whistles as we hear one more secondary explosion. But we don't see it. Elena, as you hear that, what do you do?
I think she just kind of yells briefly and slams her fist into the wall hard enough to bleed. And then she looks around for a way out.
Got it. As you look around for a way out, you see there's a moment where this figure seems to be staring at you strangely. Like there's just an explosion that just went on. There was like there's going to be gunfire everywhere, and this figure's just staring at you.
What are you doing? We gotta run. We gotta move. I know who the fuck you are, but we gotta get out of here.
Alistair Samil. That's my name. You're looking for answers. Yes?
We're about to get shot by about
We're
50
not.
guards. Yes, we are.
It's a nightmare. It's real to them.
I'm also looking for answers.
All right.
Let's
When you
play
wake up
along.
from this dream, no, I'm not. They need
don't
to
wanna-
know. You listen. This is a dream. I don't exactly know why I'm in. This is your dream, and I don't know why I'm here or this particular dream. But everything that you've been told, everything that you know, it's not real. They're hiding things from us. Tall, the Mortimers, the gods, everyone.
Fuck are you
She's
talking
over
about?
here.
Shit.
My name is Alistair Samil. When you wake up from this, remember my name.
You're fucking crazy. God.
Elena, you turn and start to run. And you see him out of the corner of your eye. The man that put you away in the first place. As he pulls out a revolver and aims it at you.
What is that?
Prim, Alistair, you're standing in a field.
Did you
Yeah, what?
see that? What he held?
Yeah. Can you make that?
I didn't see it work. It looked like a small cannon. Yori and I.
What's the plan? Because I feel like we could have played along, gotten her to a safe place, and then talked to her about all of it. But I just
It's It's a dream. When would it ever be safe? Or a nightmare? I met Dr. Karan in his dream, and he didn't even believe that it was me.
Who?
He was Dr. Karan. Surely you've seen his work. He's published multiple times.
Not. Azumare, fighting pits, not necessarily a great place for learn. Plus, there's Wharf.
He was my professor and my mentor, and
Oh, okay. So you were able to talk to him in the dream and whatnot and figure out what's going on?
no, but Prem, I am so utterly lost right now, and I don't know what direction I'm going on, and I didn't want anyone really here to see this. And you're here, and I'm glad, but there was there was the Dust Queen who told me that I'm dangerous, and I'm trying to do good things, I think, and everyone else seems to continue to just surpass everything I do and question everything I do, and there's Brucelli was upset, and then there's Undulith, and there are a million things going on right now. Kara is not Kara, and I don't know how to move forward right now.
All right. I understand. It was one of those things where I was asking because I didn't know what your plan was. I want to help you. If I don't know what's going on, it's a lot harder for me to assist you with that.
I think for now we just help Kara and Gwen and Io and Miri and you.
And yourself.
Once I have all the information and I can decide on a path forward, then yes. It would be so much easier if people, if I could just, like 9, just so many questions that everybody has. Everyone wants to question everything instead of just letting me do what I need to do and telling me what they should tell me. People are messy.
People are very messy. I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to mention was the approach. If you play along with their fantasy for a little bit, they're willing to play along with your own questions, right?
My fantasy?
No, their fantasy.
What is that?
I'm mentally gonna go get him again.
No, you hear this in your ears.
Oh, never mind. Oh.
You've got a varmint after you.
You notice that a nearby bush seems to shake a little bit.
Prim, don't move.
Miri, this is Spat. What are you?
What's a spat? And then she jumps. Her rabbit hop.
Spat's got a 40 feet fly speed.
Yep.
And heads right after Spat. and throws her hammer at it. You get!
Roll me an attack roll.
Oh, it's a natural one.
Everybody needs to duck. Miri had no idea where it went.
My hammer or the squirrel or both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Miri, how long have you been here?
A while. I saw you causing trouble.
Sorry.
Why were you trying to kill my squirrel?
1, it's a varmint. 2, it was following you, Prim. It was
He
stalking.
does that. He does that a lot.
Well, anyway, I saved you.
Yeah. Thanks?
You're welcome.
Miri, now that you're here, with the dream bubbles, it seems like if we tell them it's a dream, they wake up. Do we have to play along with them?
You do need to be a little more subtle than I think Alistair is certainly capable of.
Well, that's a little mean.
You keep talking about me like you know me, Miri, and frankly,
I heard you earlier. You called me dumb.
I never once said you were dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even
You
a
said
word
I didn't have any more room in my head for thoughts.
I did say that.
Yeah.
It's because they're filled with so many great.
But you also know that's because I was trying to get Ron to talk
Who's
to
Ron?
me. Am I the only person that can see this?
He's back from the void.
That's strange.
Am I the only person that can see this other rabbit?
There are more? No. I just
the
don't...
one, he's got a little
like darker fur?
Not a horn. Sheds like crazy.
Blue eye?
Yes, glowing blue eyes.
Yeah, don't remember his name.
Ron.
Ron? Miri, is there a Ron?
Well, maybe. Either way, it doesn't sound familiar. Sorry, Alistair.
But I wasn't calling you dumb.
Never mind. You were looking for a dream. Could you help us
You're
find...
not just gonna leave? You can't just keep doing this.
I have to find my hammer.
Okay, but like, how long have you been here?
What do you mean?
Like in the Feywild?
No, like here.
Oh.
Right.
Your whole... Can we put a number to that?
Prim. You hear this conversation continue, but you feel like it kind of starts to kind of like wash out a little bit. Get pulled back. As you hear another voice. I have to say, brava. Very beautiful start. I didn't even need to tell you to get close. You were just beautiful. It's good to see that you're able to be a good comrade, friend, whatever you people call it, when you're not wallowing in your own self-pity.
Told you I needed a day.
That's it. Good job. Keep it up.
That's it? Oh, okay.
Yes? Follow. Not the rabbit. That's how it normally goes, right? Yeah, don't follow the rabbit. Follow the extremely powerful person that wants everyone to never leave. That's interesting.
Well, some of his ideas align with my own. I can't speak.
Yes. Well, maybe we allow a few more hours before we have an extended conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't care. Good job. Keep it up.
Thanks.
And as you come to, I think you see what Miri's probably gone, and Alistair might have been talking to you this whole time.
Just keeps leaving. Like, how is she gonna travel with us if she's just gonna pop in and out like this?
I'm gonna
Who's
pause you guys
popping
there.
in?
Meanwhile, Gwyn, Kara. Okay, so I'm not. So you remember?
Don't remember anything. I am so sorry if I,
Okay,
I mean,
wait.
you are an
I
attractive
need
man.
to- What is
Ugh.
happening?
I
I'm
don't know.
confused.
Yeah, and how do you know Sarah?
She's been with us this whole time, Ara.
Yes, I was.
Oh,
Ara
okay.
has been here this whole time.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yep. It's very clear we all know how this works. Then.
We do.
Wait,
sure.
wait. I'm confused. What is the problem?
You know what?
I know Zara because she helped us with the hag. We helped her with the hag, technically. And then the
Yes, we
whole
did help her
little
with that.
thing between
we
you
did
two.
not really
I know
talk
about that.
any of this, did we?
About what?
Kara, there's some
Well-
stuff maybe we should talk about, but I'm not sure if we should tell you any of it. So we're just
That
gonna have
seems
to play by ear here a little bit.
What? Okay, can somebody please just not be obtuse or discreet or whatever the fuck is going on right now? Please, just somebody talk to me.
It's super
It's just
weird.
Feywild stuff.
to
You know how like some
see
memories
a-
sometimes get confused and mixed up and out of order here in the Feywild? I think
Clearly,
that happened
all of
last
you.
night with all of with you. With you
I
remember how
have
you were just
everything
saying-
in order.
You remember the other day when you just could only say it's fire and you thought everybody else was talking?
That was very different.
No, it's the same thing. It's just a little different, and it's just some memories are just going to be a little bit weird for everybody going forward.
My memory is fine. He's wondering how I know about Zara. We've stayed with you for a week.
So
More than a week. Of course I know about Zara and him.
and things are just going to
everyone.
keep happening like that, and it's going to be very hard to explain for all of us. We're just going to have to roll with it. It's just going to be one of those weird Fae things that we're just going to have to chalk up to weird Fae crazy nonsense. No offense, Ara. It's lovely here. Right?
Did you say obtuse?
She did say
I did.
obtuse.
Yes.
That's a great word. Is that like a word of... That's a really good word. I like that word. I've never heard you use that word before.
What are you implying, Red? That I'm not smart? That I'm not educated because I didn't go to a fancy school like you?
Oh, is Red you or me? It better be you.
I
depends.
think it's me. And I don't think I ever said that. but a lot of things are making sense now. Okay. Pause. Feywild nonsense has sort of messed our memories up a little bit. And we're just gonna have to roll with it.
You still remember why we're here? Who I am?
Yes, you are Kara.
No, yes.
And we are here to save Maeve.
You know what? Just to make sure that we're all on the same page, Gwen. Maybe I don't remember.
Sure, Ara. Your mind, you drank some of the wine last night too. The same wine that Kara had.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
The same wine that I had. We all had the wine.
Wait.
Yeah, we made out for hours and it was bad.
There was no making out. That was the wine just making you think that.
Oh, I can't remember.
No, there was no making out. Nobody made out. Where did you get making out, Ara? Why did we jump all the way there?
I'm Faye.
I mean, and look at me. Who wouldn't want to?
I think two of us right here. No offense.
Taken.
I mean, I can't really speak for you, Ara, but I never got that vibe between you two before.
No.
Okay.
No, obviously not. We worked together for a week on weapons and designing things. Do you not remember any of that?
I do remember that, but you're making Ara real uncomfortable right now, I think.
Okay, hold on. Ara, what
Yes?
don't you remember? What do I need to ask?
All of it. Why don't you remind me?
About why we're here, about our time together with you.
You know what? That's a great idea. Why don't you remind us? Because I'm sure that your viewpoint is going to be the most important thing that we should know about. That's a wonderful idea, Ara. I think that's a great way to go about this day as we regain our memories.
Well, we're here to save Maeve.
And Maeve is
Siobhan and Carter's daughter.
And Siobhan and Carter are...
You see Ara kind of like take a little walk like around at that and just like has his hands on his head.
Siobhan and Carter are friends from Eriscar. They saved me years ago.
Right.
They were killed because of me. So I owe it to them to avenge them by saving their daughter.
Of course. We're on a vengeance mission. Okay.
Behind Kara, you just see Ara just...
What is happening right now?
The Feywild is just...
We're here because you and Alistair and Io know Siobhan and Carter from the apothecary. I know them because they're friends. Mm-hmm. We all came together because they were murdered.
It's coming back to me now. I'm remembering. So... Vengeance mission, saving Maeve.
Yes. Becoming a queen.
Siobhan and Carter your life because they saved you when you really messed up a mission and got yourself super hurt.
No, because Hadrian tried to kill me.
Right, because you made lots of mistakes. I remember that a lot.
I didn't make any mistakes. He was seduced by harpies. I don't make mistakes, dear.
Maybe your memory is mistaken right there.
Maybe your attitude is mistaken.
Okay, maybe. All right, we'll forget that. That's not important now.
And so we got here and we met the Dust Queen, who is...
She claims to be the mother of changelings, and we got this lovely diamond.
And who are there any changelings, in our group here?
Obviously me.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you remembered that we remembered that we knew you were a changeling.
Yes, I am aware of what I am.
You're looking like this right now, and you were not.
Obviously, this is a absolutely beautiful film.
Sure.
And so that makes the Dust Queen like... Is there any other name? The
Dusk Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
the Dusk Queen.
Do nickname or like a code name?
Mom, I suppose? If she claims to be the mother of changelings?
Mom.
close.
Mom's
Yeah,
a
it
good
does
one.
start with an
Another
M.
M name, maybe 4 letters.
Okay. Monk. We were trying to say monk.
Monk. That's Prim.
Monk?
That's not the Dust Queen. That's Prim, Aura. The wine is really getting to your head now.
I did not say. Okay. Well, regardless, we got the diamond. We're going to now go destroy the Queen of Air and Darkness.
And what happens when we use the diamond?
Well, it will destroy my true name, which is unfortunate, but I'll become the queen of the Unseelie Court, so that's a good trade-off, isn't it?
Oh, you're okay. You know what? That makes.
You're good with that?
She's gonna be a queen, Aura.
Fucking queen. Tell me, what is the best, most impressive heist in the world? Would it be the heist of an entire Fae court? I think so.
I hate this.
Why?
Because he thinks that maybe he should be able to stop without having
Prim
to...
went for a jog. I'm gonna go do whatever that is.
Wait,
I don't
do
know why he
something
hates
wrong. I'm sorry if I offended everyone. I don't know what's going on here. I thought we were all friends. Clearly, I misjudged that.
No, we're friends. I think we're friends.
I think we're all just a little bit sad that once you're queen, you won't have time for us anymore.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Gwen, you won't remember I existed, so it won't be a loss for you either.
Yeah, and also I'm getting over it pretty quickly right now.
I'm sorry, Kiki's gonna cry at that. Pyra's not. That hurt me so bad.
This is 100% him overreacting.
Gwen's face just...
It's okay.
Gwen is gonna look at him and go, "Why don't you go take a walk right now, Aura?"
Hey,
I have some tea for you, and she's gonna hand him coffee.
I don't want this.
Yes, you do. That's what you're gonna drink.
You know what? I can take a walk if everyone's...
No, let's you want to help me finish my chest over there, and then we'll have some coffee.
Finish
and
what?
We'll talk about how you're gonna be queen, because that's pretty cool.
Okay, sure. Let's
I might have you want to pick out a dress? I've got some in there.
Why would I wear a dress? That's not good for movement.
I don't actually have to drink this, right?
Yes, you do.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to, Aura. No one can tell you what to do.
I can.
All right.
You're not queen yet.
Neither are you.
You sure about that?
Okay.
Positive.
Silver lining. I'm gonna go walk with this cup, and it will seem like I maybe both drank it and didn't drink it. Goodbye.
Come on. The rest.
I don't. What is everyone's deal today? I truly don't know what
the none of. I don't think anybody but Miri really likes it here. Even Aura.
I thought that we had a friendship, an understanding. I had set up this whole deal with him and getting a drop at Hadrian's and getting to the material plane, and now
think you...
Alistair's weird, you're weird, he's ungrateful. Don't...
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Alistair reintroduced me to Prim today as though we hadn't been traveling together for 3 weeks.
Well, he does that sometimes. It's a formality.
No, he doesn't. I have known you all for over 4 months.
But you have not known us after a party like this. I know there was the party at the Feywild, but sometimes he forgets after he's been drinking the Fey wine, because I know he said he didn't have some, but he did. We all did. That was the thing, remember? We all had the Fey wine.
Mm-hmm.
The memories are a little weird. Now we have to be reintroduced sometimes, I guess.
I don't get why you're all acting so strange.
I don't either. Maybe we just pretend it didn't happen. It's just a prank. It's just, the Ludus kids being the Ludus kids. We're hazing you.
What about the Ludus kids?
We're hazing her today. That's why we're being
You're
so
all
weird.
acting weird.
We're inducting her into our society. She's been inducted. Hooray!
I'm gonna put a kibosh on that if I can vote.
No, there's no voting.
What?
You're all inducted. We're moving on.
I don't want to.
Kara was just reminding me, because my brain is all fuzzy from all the Feywild last night, that we're here to save Maeve because Carter and Siobhan died for her to save her. So we're going to save Maeve. That's what we're doing. And then she's going to be the Queen of Air and Darkness. So.
See? Weird. All of you are weird.
It's because Io's still asleep.
I think he would make it worse.
No, that's fair. That's kind of fair.
I thought the deal was that Siobhan wasn't gonna die, though.
Siobhan's dead.
Siobhan
Alistair.
died all along. That's why we're here.
That's
Siobhan
why
and
we're
Carter
here.
Were murdered.
She and Carter were murdered.
Found my hammer. That's a crazy story. Kara.
Miri, please tell us your crazy hammer story.
Oh, I don't have one. What you just said was crazy.
See, Miri, you remember me. Everyone's acting like they don't, like, she's the only normal one, and I've known her for less than 24 hours.
Agreed.
I've literally never seen you in that form before.
I'm literally mostly in this form because it's hot.
You're like
I'm gonna be real
uncomfortably
honest
warm?
with you, Clara, I think your changeling form is hotter.
I'm not going to say it.
I genuinely would have thought that Siobhan is the more one worried about looks rather than Kara.
I mean,
Why do we keep talking about my dead friend?
Yeah, why do we keep talking about her dead friend? That seems insensitive.
because grieving.
Siobhan was not worried about looks. She was more worried about keeping everyone safe and being overbearing and caring and...
Lame. Kara, what do you think you're gonna look like when you're queen?
I don't know. I kind of like some of the motifs of the Dusk Queen, so perhaps something like that. But red's always been my color, so we'll see.
I did offer you to look at all of the dresses, but you didn't want to.
Queens do not need dresses. That is a gender stereotype that's not necessary to push. When
I have other things too.
armor and blades is quite enough.
Oh, I don't have those.
Can I be your top advisor, Kara?
Absolutely, Miri. I need somebody
you.
who is quite versed in violence.
Are you not coming with us?
She is. She's my top advisor. Did you not just hear that exchange?
I'm not ready for you yet. No, after we do this, are you not coming back with us? You're gonna stay with her?
Who, me?
Yes, you, the one I'm looking at.
Whoa, hey, okay.
What
Back
do you
in
mean you're not ready for me right now?
I drank it and I felt whatever I'm supposed to feel from it. Are we taking another Fae?
Why not?
Miri,
Aren't we looking for allies?
I'm an excellent
Yeah,
ally.
I guess.
I just assumed that
Okay.
you were gonna stay with us, like Ara.
I can.
Well, Ara should really head to the material plane early if he wants to get to Hadrian before he forgets me, because then that deal with getting him set up in the material plane is kind of null and void. But if you'd like to stay, you might lose that opportunity. But I would enjoy having a friend along in this fight. Why do you look so stressed? Why do you all look so stressed?
I think it's because we're just a stressed group. We've always been a stressed group. That definitely hasn't changed.
When did you start? Okay, so you remember your deal with Ara?
I remember my deal with Ara. I remember my deal with you to help find your professor. Don't worry, I can still help you as queen. I'll just be more powerful.
Interesting.
What was the... Can I just ask one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you remembered me saying to you last night?
I don't know why I rolled. It doesn't matter because that part is ripped from her.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I remember the wine, and then I remember we went into a tent and everyone started putting on masks, and then it gets a little fuzzy after that, and then it's kind of blank.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Then, shit. Okay. Then I am. I'd like to stick around for a little bit.
If you're sure. I can't guarantee that once you forget me that you'll remember you have a place on the material plane. And even if you did remember, when you went there, you would have no one to vouch for you because I won't exist anymore.
You'll still have us.
Glad to know my position in the rose is...
Oh, yes, you. Prim can advocate for you. Perfect. See, it all works out in the end.
And I know you love the burning rose, Kara, but there are other things in the material plane.
I mean, I am the burning rose, but what's a gang when compared to a court?
Yeah.
I don't really think there's that much difference, in all honesty. Boil it down.
There is influence and
there's-
power.
There's gotta be. I hope there is.
There is, from what I've seen so far, quite a difference.
Okay. Well. Yeah. I have a vested interest in seeing where this goes.
All right, I appreciate it. Truly, I do. Thank you all.
Figure it out one step at a time and move forward to our goal. Kind of looks at Alistair when saying that.
Mm-hmm.
This is fascinating.
Alistair, can I talk to you?
Absolutely.
right, let's go over here.
Are we sure that everybody's on board with that?
You know what? Ari, you want to help me finish organizing my trunk?
I guess.
I have tea for you. Real tea. Actual tea.
Are you kidding me? Because I
No.
did actually drink it.
Oh.
Actually drink it?
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
why did you drink that?
You told me to, because you told me to drink it, and I was
Come on.
angry. I was saying, like at this part of the conversation, it's away from Alistair and Kara at this point. Like, just I don't know why he said that. I'm just really.
This is really hard for everybody.
This is just a whole 180.
It's weird.
It's really weird.
It's really weird.
It's really hard and it's really weird.
Everybody's like whispering in Miri. You're just you're like right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna it's fine. We'll get there. We'll be fine. And I'll keep it in check. I just wasn't ready for that.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Did you guys do that?
No. Never like that.
Okay.
Come on. Tea'll help your stomach.
I just thought I was upset. Now I know. That's great. Thank you. Meanwhile.
What is your deal? You've said multiple comments, I'll deal with you later. Like,
Oh no.
why? Why?
This is just fascinating to me. This was not at all what I expected when you explained this whole situation to me.
What?
I mean, you're just so vapid. Like
That's
you
a bit
want,
rude.
you I've never once heard you yearn for power before. Like it's
What?
I mean, I honestly, this is
That's rich coming from someone like you.
It is. I mean, it just kind of makes me feel like I've made the right choice all along, whether it was intentional or not. But that part of me that just I just feel like I chose the right one, and unfortunately we're stuck with you.
Stuck with me? You've been stuck with me for 4 months. What changed now?
Did you really not know?
Not know what, Alistair? I would know more if you all would be less vague.
This is cruel.
What is cruel?
Alright, you and Siobhan are the same person. You're half of a single being, and
You think it's funny to tell me that my dead friend and I are the same person? Like, I didn't find her and her husband's body the night I was supposed to eat at their house. I came over every week for dinner and I found them dead and their daughter gone. And you think it's funny to tell me that I'm the same person? What is your game, Alistair? What point of this?
Is everything going okay over here? As this being just appears out of thin air.
I'm not sure what was in the wine last night, but we'll handle it. We always do.
I
Right.
just hope everybody's paying attention to what is the goal.
Yes, the goal will take care of the Queen of Air and Darkness. Find Maeve.
Mm-hmm. Our goal is to save the girl first. Whether it's
Remind
me
me,
or someone else.
Because
who's
that's what Siobhan would have wanted.
What was your question, Alistair? Enlighten me.
Have you put any thought into who will watch over Maeve?
You're all taking her back to Eriscar, to Brooke and Remy, or perhaps your parents? That was the deal. Take her somewhere safe. Take her home.
Of course. It's, Yes, I'm sorry, it's been a long morning. I stumbled into a nightmare with Prim.
Ah, well, that doesn't explain all your comments earlier about me.
You know me. Awkward.
There's awkward, and then there's what was the word you used earlier? It was quite good. Vapid.
Yep. Do you know what that means, correct?
Go fuck yourself, Alistair.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm dealing with right now.
Same Kara you've dealt with since we started.
I guess. I'm assuming that most of the planning will be done by Gwen and myself.
Most of the planning would be done by you two. Why?
You've never been much of a planner, unless that's changed.
Excuse me, I am one of the best thieves in North Imea. I am quite good at planning.
Well, I mean, two of your friends did end up dead, so...
Yes. At least my mentor is not in the hells.
This is true.
Kara.
It's fine. I apologize for my behavior this morning. I stumbled into a dream yesterday, the one Miri had for me. It was Dr. Kron, and I just haven't fully processed yet.
He's alive then, so that's progress, more than we had before.
But it is good to know that our deal remains intact. I admit I was concerned when we were at the tree yesterday that I would be losing. There are lots of trees in the Feywild. Yeah, I was just concerned that I would be losing a valuable ally in you, but it seems, as you said, I'll be gaining a much stronger one.
Of course.
And we are sure that deal will carry over.
I mean, as long as I don't die, then yes.
Then yes, I am absolutely sorry for my behavior today. What can I do to make it up to you?
You don't have to apologize. I'm just confused. Everyone is acting so strange. Aura said at one point we made out last night. I'm just very confused about all of the stuff that is happening. What? Perhaps we just need to get back on the road and not drink any more wine.
Yeah, and just a heads up, I spent a week with Aura. He exaggerates sometimes.
I spent a week with him as well. Perhaps more time than you did.
Wasn't aware of that. Okay.
Look, as Alistair says, the Feywild can... It can be tricky for those from the other material, from the material plane, but I think we all know how hard that is.
All right, I will be less vapid.
It's been extremely disconcerting. Headaches from the sheer awe of being here. I snored all night long. I didn't sleep well.
I get it. My head is splitting too. Perhaps that's why my attitude is so much right now. I suppose we should return.
I'm very sorry that what happened last night has affected you so much. For what it's worth.
Thank the gods we have each other.
Okay then.
Kara, I need to talk to you for a second.
Of course. Listen, I'm sorry. They're all acting so weird. I know my attitude can get the best of me sometimes. I was just frustrated. They introduced me to each other again, like they didn't know who I was. And then he said that I was Siobhan after I told him.
I think there's situations that are harder on some people than others. But you're Fae. And you know you got a job to do for her, right?
Yes. Yes, I do. And I'll do it. And the diamond and my allies.
Okay, so you're 100% sure what you're doing?
I'm going to destroy the Queen of Air and Darkness and free Maeve.
Okay. Good. I know this isn't... Good luck.
Thank you.
I will try my best to not be too far.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Head back.
Yeah, I think you head back to the group, and like you're like, as Kara's walking back, there's just like a long sort of watch from Mask watching Kara walk off, and then okay, Miri.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Well, I'm Kara's top advisor now, which, as you know, as your former top advisor, I do have experience in that area, so I thought I would lend my services.
Well, we're gonna
So
miss...
I just can't stay.
I know. We're really gonna miss our top advisor.
Miss you guys too.
She just kind of extends their hands out to embrace.
Yeah, Miri hops up and hugs.
I need you to do me a favor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be able to be very close to Kara on this. So maybe you can have a couple dreams about me.
Yeah. I'll have dreams about you. As long as you say hi.
Always.
I'm glad that I have a real job now.
You said you didn't have a real job?
Dream bouncing is not a real job.
Oh, who told you?
I don't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah, I guess I'll never know. Well, jobs aren't... It's more than a job, Miri. What you're doing. You know that, right?
I do, but it's less scary. Call it a job.
Okay. Official advisor to the future queen.
Yep.
When I come visit, I'll have to bow to you.
Maybe. It's gonna be exciting to have 2 queens in the family.
Yeah. Okay, Moon Blossom.
Okay.
Get your hammer.
Found it.
Get your magic.
Mostly.
Mostly works. She bends down. I imagine she's so much taller than you. She bends down and kind of kisses you on the top of the head, but has to avoid the antlers. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Run over to them. Everyone, it has been one of my deepest honors in being able to be with you for the limited time. Good luck. Take care of each other.
We will. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. What she said.
Okay. Off you go. Miri, you know how to send them out.
Yeah, I got it.
She turns and walks about 3 feet and disappears.
It was brought to my attention that I've been vapid this morning. Sorry.
No.
You know what?
Right.
You haven't had coffee yet. We all get a little.
It's
Here.
very true. Thank you.
It's nice to have somebody who also appreciates coffee. Unlike some people over there, and I'm just going to give Ara a little nudge and try to get us back a little less awkward footing. Some people just have to stick to tea.
I like tea. I don't know if I'm
Why?
ready for
It's
coffee.
basically water.
It has its uses. A little bit of whiskey in there makes it. A little bit of whiskey in anything makes it better, honestly.
Do you want some whiskey, Ara?
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, me neither.
I have a lot of extra bottles that I can't drink anymore, so I mean...
I love whiskey.
Maybe we just leave them
Hey.
there.
It's okay, Miri. We'll drink some whiskey tonight once everyone else beds down.
You hear from the back, Io probably is like, yeah, that sounds good.
yeah. Ara says, maybe we should make sure the tour guide can get us out of here first before we...
I said tonight when we bed down, of course. Not now. We might have to fight. Oh, that'd be fun. I'm itching for a fight.
Me too.
Yes.
I'm
See,
not.
I like her.
Okay.
I'll find us one if you want.
I mean, I have all these fancy weapons and armor that Aura made. Of course I want to use it.
Miri hits really hard, so fair warning there to whoever we cross. kind of rubs her side where her ribs were cracked from the night before.
I think you see Ara just go like, wow, okay. Thought you were tougher than that, Prim. Turns to walk away.
Do you see her hair? Wait, no, don't walk away from this. Come back here.
He's been doing that a lot today. He likes to walk away, apparently.
Chasing after him. Just get back here, you motherfucker.
There's a moment when, as he's walking away, all of a sudden he starts running in a random direction. Oh god.
55 movement speed. I'm catching your ass one way or another.
Once again, you don't want to chase me right now.
What do you mean? This is just.
Really
did you drink coffee again?
Right,
oh, you drank coffee again. Oh shit! Just like starts running.
You know, Gwyn, if you do that enough times, maybe he'll build up a difference.
Can we stop giving him coffee and then
we're gonna have to. The last time I saw this was somebody who was like 100 years old.
I think he is
1,000 years old in elf years.
Something like that. Yes.
Guys, I've seen way too much of Ara to keep doing this. Like, we need to.
Maybe we tea only for him. No more coffee. I don't think he needs a tolerance. If he's 1,000 years old, it might just give him like a heart attack.
That's also quite valid. Can't have that now.
Did you find everything you needed in the bag of holding?
I did. Thank you. And I didn't even dump it out.
I have lost a couple things. I can't find the bracelet Hadrian gave me or the feather that I had. It's Feywild. So if any of you find it.
The feather that Hadrian gave?
No, there was a Denon who gave me a feather. You tried to interrogate me, but you didn't have the right price for the information.
This is the part that it just doesn't make sense.
You gave it to him last night, Kara. Don't you remember? You lost it in Truth or Dare.
I certainly did not give it to him.
Did.
What did I get in return for that? I don't give things away for
If
free.
you don't remember, it's probably best that you don't remember. Trust me.
You know, you can't get drunk to escort me every time.
It's just a feather. No. And from what, it's just a feather. The bracelet, though, I'm not sure about the bracelet.
There's probably a good reason why you don't remember in the morning.
Yeah.
Lots of shots.
You see a shell-shocked pink Almirage walk out of the forest in the general direction of where Ara was.
Oh dear, you saw too much, didn't you?
Saw a lot of a man.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he must have. Fey wine. Didn't agree with the Fey creature.
Strange.
Very strange.
Were you gonna leave without saying goodbye to me?
No, Miss Bella. I was saving the best for last.
That's more like it. Hammer feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Ribbons are tight.
Ribbons are tight?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right. You remember that upswing I taught you?
Yes, I've improved upon it, actually.
All right. Well, I don't think there's any way to improve upon it, but you know what? It is your hammer now. So, and if this one, points to Alistair, gives you any grief,
smash his head in.
or just come find me in my dreams, and I will.
I will do that first.
Handle it.
We could just talk about it.
I don't have a lot more room in my brain for thoughts, Alistair.
That's right, dear. Remember, no matter where you are, you're from the Dream Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always welcome back. All of you. Even you.
Thank you, Miss Bella. I'll miss you.
I miss you too. Okay, give me a hug.
Okay.
And I would like Prim to roll me a nature check. I'll give you advantage.
That's an 11.
Okay. 11's over 50. As you see Bella giving Miri a hug and like recognizing from some of the information that you've gotten, there's a moment where you're like kind of like, is this old lady crazy strong? As you see like her kind of like pull in and you hear like a little like kind of like back crack from Miri.
Guys, the old lady is strong as hell. What the fuck?
All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Wherever you're going, Miri kept changing the story on me, so.
We're going to kill a queen.
Oh, great. Different queen, right?
Yes.
Great.
Did you make the hammer?
Well, I should be off.
I'll take that as a yes.
Miri, what did she mean by upswing?
And I think with that, Miri, you start to kind of like move along, starting to kind of like lead the pack as Prim and Miri are continuing this conversation. And the rest of you are all kind of gathering your stuff and putting it on, taking one last look around. Kara, give me a religion check.
Oh no. It's so sad looking at how much my religion has dropped.
Let's see what the dice say.
It's a 16.
Okay. Kiki, you tell me what happens with a 16 as you turn and look around.
I feel like as she looks around, so you can tell me if this is too much, but I feel like because for this time, while they're separated, Siobhan and Kara aren't destroyed, so it's different than the destruction of the name. So I feel like as she looks around, she sees the Dust Queen, and there's some familiarity there, like a recognition of something more. And she thinks about Siobhan for a minute and what Alistair said, but it's one of those like fleeting thoughts that her own reality pushes away. That, oh no, it can't be true because I knew her. I went to her house for dinners. Like, that's not, all of my memories aren't superseded by this one weird instance in the Feywild. But there's a moment of recognition that there's something wrong.
Yeah. A flicker. I think you come back to from a sudden change in the wind as you feel wind that was blowing seemingly north. It's now blowing south. And with that, we'll end tonight's session. See you guys next week.